Right. So here's what we have. I'm gonna show you how to use the indicator called the RSI. So this is the clean chart of the GBP NZD on the H4 time frame. So go to your indicators, you add the RSI, relative strength index, not the strategy, not any other thing. Make sure that you add the relative strength index. All right. So if you know your wave count, you should know that when you're looking at the RSI, you should get you're most likely to get divergence on wave 3 and 5. Wave 3 and 5. So wherever there's divergence, you need to it ensures you that that is your wave 3 and your wave 5. So you're expecting the retracement or the correction. So let's look here. We have this area here, which I would just start from here. Say that there's different ways to draw your support, your demand and supply zones. So to me, this is my demand zone. As you can see from here, we had strong bulls, and we also had some sort of resistance around this area, and then it broke the resistance and turned it into support. So this confirms that this area is a rather fair um, demand zone. So I'm expecting a turn up to go up, the market to turn and go up here from here. Now I need a confirmation because I can't only use one confirmation. I need more confirmations. And then I look at my RSI. What I'm looking for at the RSI, I'm looking for divergence. So divergence is basically if a market, if the current or the price is giving me lower lows, then the divergence should be giving me the opposite of that, right? Right. So you see here lower low. These lows are lower, right? This low is lower than that low. So you see there, what happened is higher low, perfect divergence. So you got a higher low. Careful, you look, you see this line? It's exactly on that candle. So that gave us the lower, it's the higher low on the actual price, and then on the RSI, it's the lower low. When you go the next one, it's the lower low. It's the lower low here on the actual price, but on the RSI, it's the higher low. So that's a perfect divergence. However, we can still get another confirmation. When we're looking here, we see these outstanding price rejections here. So we're like, okay, that's another, okay, let me just highlight that one first. Right, that's the first one that we had. Let me get that back. Oh, no, let's do this. We got that one first, and then the second rejection is there, right? And then we get that one there. Now, what we're looking for here as well, we have another divergence there. See? So those are perfect divergences. Now you remember we said divergence shows you the touches of, it has two touches, 3 and 5, wave 3 and 5. But now a person who was here would be like, wave 3 and 5, now how? How would that be wave 3 and 5 if you still have another wave 3 and 5 there? Remember, this is a bearish trend. It's trending down. So you look at that. You look at the fact that this is wave 3 of the Roman figure 3 here and 5. and 5. So that's wave 3 and 5 here. You see, we had a movement 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, which is perfect because wave 3 is still the longest. It's not the shortest. It's also the longest. It's not the shortest. It does not have to be the longest, but it does not have to be the shortest. So it's okay when it's long. So that's 3 and 5, completing our bigger wave 1. Wave 1. Let me make that one 14. So we have our wave 1 here. Let me make that blue. So we have our wave 1 here. And then after wave 5, we had that move up. We would have gotten in if we saw this here. We would have spotted it nicely and then went up with it as a correction. Correction giving us what? Wave 2. So we would have had our wave 2 there. And then from there, it went down to give us wave 3. Wave 3 is not only wave 3 because of this count, but also we have a confirmation with the divergence that that is indeed wave 3. And then we have wave 4 over here. Remember, wave 4 must not go over wave 1. And when you check here, you see where wave 1 is on the Roman figure 5. I did my Roman figure writing wrong. Excuse me for that. It's V. On Roman figure 5, it does not go over it. Wave 4 does not go over wave 1. So it's fairly very good. Wave 4. And then we go to wave 5. We get our wave 5. We get our wave 5 at the bottom, right at our demand zone. So we're expecting this to move up. Another thing is you have something called a trend line. If you understand how to use trend lines, then you should be able. If you don't understand how to use trend lines, you can contact me. I can help you learn how to use trend lines. So when you're looking at this, we have a trend, a bearish trend going down here. Touched the wick, touched the wick, touched the wick, touched the wick, and then broke it. So what are we expecting? Trend line, we know that it has to retest and then shoot straight up after that. Now, my target is around at this area because of the gap that is here that is never covered, that has not been covered. So I'm targeting around the area of 2.01982 with this. Of course, it won't be an easy, smooth move, or it could be, but looking at our RSI, it can go down a bit and go up. It can give us a nice ABC going there. And then it will still come back further down. Now, how do I know it's gonna still come back further down? Because this would look something like a head and shoulder. 1, 2, that's the shoulder, head, shoulder. And then it should come down, right? Right, so that's it. That's how you use your RSI indicator to identify your wave count, to have a perfect wave count. Thank you. This is the greatest, Buhle. And thank you for joining.